Steady now.
A key part of Ubisoft's portfolio, Prince of Persia has gone through several reinventions over the years, from the Sands of Time rebirth to the 2008 reboot. Even so, The Lost Crown marks perhaps the most distinctive rebirth yet, seeing Ubisoft Montpellier reverting back to the 2D plane while adapting to modern sensibilities and overhauling the aesthetics to a major degree. In fact, despite featuring in the title, this Prince of Persia is not even our playable protagonist this time, focusing instead on a new hero. Overhauls aside, fans of the series will still see many of the key tenets here, and it makes for a distinctive and engrossing return after close to a 14-year hiatus. This Prince of Persia serves as a new beginning, as the Kushan army battles the Persian Empire. With the latter having endured famine and droughts for decades, the Kushan victory seems inevitable, but aid from a powerful clan known as the Immortals helps Persia turn the tide.
Death has come for you.
The success is sadly short-lived, as Prince Ghassan is kidnapped and taken to Mount Karth. While the Immortals pursue, it's soon clear the location holds dark powers and secrets aplenty. As you take the role of Sargon, you must explore this place while getting to the bottom of why Ghassan was taken here. It's a twisty thread that borders on convoluted as you progress, but the roster of characters, from protagonist Sargon to his band of immortal comrades, prove likeable and the core mystery keeps you guessing.
Take the lead, Sargon. You may be the last to have spoken to him. We must find Prince Hassan.
As if taking us back to 1989, The Lost Crown returns to the 2D space. Sargon starts with a basic moveset, allowing him to jump, slide, and wall jump to navigate the environment. However, a slew of powers become available with story progression, such as an air dash and making a copy of yourself to teleport back to. As you'd expect from Metroidvania-style games, much of your map is initially closed off, but these additional powers help open up these paths. You can even mark these spots on your map with a memory screenshot. The world is well designed, whether you're exploring the overgrown Hyrcanian forest or the trap-laden city areas. And puzzles feel gratifying from the start, as you're required to quickly use your current toolset to overcome platforming obstacles. Movement is rapid yet responsive, platforming is crisp, and controls feel airtight, making pulling off complicated sequences of jumps a breeze. Combat also plays a key role here, as you battle the likes of the undead, mythical monsters, and other warriors.
Is your destiny.
Armed with dual swords, there's a focus on parrying and studying enemy movements to create an opening. Certain moves can even let you finish off foes in an instant, marked with a golden glow, though conversely, unblockable attacks flash red. You can also use your acquired powers to aid you, such as dashing around projectiles thrown. It's snappy, challenging, and often fun. It certainly takes getting used to, even on the normal setting, and bosses often require multiple attempts as you wrap your head around their offense. It can be frustrating to be repeatedly failed against bosses, as they often have multiple phases, but it's also really satisfying to overcome their patterns and often end the battle in explosive fashion. You do get some aid from Aphra Surges, governed by a gauge which builds with offense and counters. Once you reach a gauge level, you can activate a move, often a potent attack which splashes the screen in a blaze. More surges are gained through progression and exploration, encouraging experimentation as higher level surges require longer charging but can prove more potent. You can also equip amulets collected throughout the game, often gifting buffs such as extra health, slowdown of time when you counter, and resistance to certain elements. Whether it's dueling with challenging bosses or fighting during general exploration, combat is gratifying once you wrap your head around its timing-based difficulty. Lost Crown boasts a distinctive style that apes anime, with stylized characters, eye-catching use of colour, and backdrops which look almost hand-painted. Animations are also gorgeous, seeing Sargon's movements flow like water, whether running or sliding. Sure, nothing is particularly pushing the console in terms of texture or detail, but it makes up for it with consistently smooth performance and dazzling art that's similar to Montpellier's 7th Gen Rayman games. The audio is also strong. The voice work is great and bolstered by well-written dialogue, adding personality to the roster of characters. Audio cues, such as enemy grunts, collection sounds, and whirring traps all work too. But the music proves the standout, with some bombastic tracks which raise the stakes, accompanied by more somber exploration themes, such as the Soma Forest, which instills a sense of melancholy. It can feel a touch slow at first, but The Lost Crown builds into a satisfying and engrossing adventure, and one which proves lengthy. If you focus on the main story, it takes around 10 hours to polish off, but it's hard not to be distracted by all the hidden paths and goodies to find. Each area contains treasures to uncover, lore that enhances the world, and upgrades which build Sargon into a warrior. Time crystals let you buy items from a myriad of merchants, ingots and coin let you upgrade your weapons and amulet respectively, and a handful of side quests offer short yet interesting stories of others trapped at Mount Karth. To earn the coveted 100%, you're likely looking at closer to 30 hours to uncover everything, not to mention a slew of updates which have added challenges, new difficulties including a permadeath mode, and a speedrun mode. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is a satisfying return for a dormant series, looking to both the series' past and current indie games to craft something new. A satisfying narrative, gratifying exploration, and challenging combat come together to form a great final product. And with a distinctive presentation and plentiful content, it feels remarkable next to other Ubisoft titles, which often follow an open world formula. It may not please all prior fans of the series with its changes, and it can sway sometimes more towards frustrating the player than satisfying them, but for those wanting a new world to explore and revisit with new powers, then this should just be the ticket.